What's up, everybody? Ryan, ATX Metal Podcast, back again with another episode. And in this episode, we got P.H.0 all the way from Brooklyn, New York, that are going to come down here and play 3 killer sets during South by. We linked up on Instagram, got to chatting, contacted management, bada bing, bada boom, and here we are. So their music is definitely, it's got a little bit different, and in today's environment, you got to stand out. They got a little known instrument called an Erhu, all the way from China. So there are Asian influences inside of this music. I really think you're going to love it. And honestly, I was kind of shocked whenever I heard it for the first time. Because, you know, whenever you get that email in the inbox, it's always a head scratcher. You know, it's a coin flip, and even depending on the side of the coin, you can still flip it again. But anyway, that doesn't matter. So yeah, super excited. The interview was great. I got to talk about, you know, how they were formed, how long they've been around. Definitely a COVID era band. Graduates of NYU. Got to learn a little bit more about the programs at NYU. NYU versus Berkeley. I'm not sure if there's a beef there, but I feel like there should be. There probably is. Other than that, yeah, just getting to know the guys, Howard and Jun, and you know, them talking about coming down here to experience Austin and Texas for the first time. So got a lot of visiting to do packed into the little week that they're going to be here. So super excited to hopefully we can see them. They've definitely said they're going to try and venture out into the crowd, just like all the other bands that are going to be here. So again, P.H.0, South by, going down, Stargazer, Valhalla, the 13th floor, all while they were here. Not going to hit the Come and Take It circuit. Come and Take It is it's off the beaten path these days. So shout out to our sponsors. They will be hosting unofficial, and I think one official show. I could be wrong on that one. But all you got to do is go to comeandtakeitproductions.com or comeandtakeitlive.com. Head over to the events calendar tab. Check out the shows that are coming up. And if you see a show that you like, scroll down to the bottom and see if there's a local opener. And if there is, you can typically put in their band name, all one word, no spacing, all caps, and that will purchase a ticket directly from the local band. You'll get a little bit of a discount. So, you know, money saved here and there could go far and wide down the road. I don't know what am I talking about? Am I trying to give long living words of wisdom? No, look, just buy tickets from the locals, save some money, and then the money that you save, go buy some merch from the locals. All right? That's the deal. Also, tip your bartender. Shout out Sally and Drew. You know who you are. Also, last but not least, we got this new thing called Texas Takeover on No Control Radio, which is 93.7 HD2 here in Austin, Texas. But you can check it out on the TuneIn app, iHeartRadio, or you can just search No Control Radio Listen Live, and that'll take you right to the website. Again, that is the Texas Takeover, hosted by me, an hour of curated music, nothing but Texas music, from the old stuff to the new stuff, everything in between, signed, unsigned. So super happy that I get to do that. I'm happy that I get to do this. This is amazing. God, I need to start getting paid for this. Anyway, here we go. P.H.0. Well, what's going on, everybody? Ryan, ATX Metal Podcast, back with another episode, and this one's kind of interesting. We got P.H.0 in the house, all the way from New York, and it's a little interesting story how we linked up, so we'll get into that. Again, thank you for joining us. This means a lot. These guys are actually coming down for South by Southwest, so hence why we're doing the interview. Going to try and get a little PR for the guys. Really good sound. Very, I'll just say, in my opinion, a lot of ones and zeros in their music, but they also got some Asian influence that'll kind of capture your it's little earworms. But guys, thank you for joining me first. Go around the room, introduce yourself, where you're from, and what you do in the band, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, thank you for having us. So I'm Howard. I play guitar in the band P.H.0, and we're based here in New York.
Hi, I'm Jun. I'm also the guitarist of the band.
All right, two guitarists. We love harmonies, but we also love solos. Who does the most on say rhythm and leads? Do you guys share, or how's that work?
Well, the first question is kind of hard, right?
Yeah, I'm.
Oh no! Oh no! Jun, you want to take that one?
Yeah, I mean, Howard is the truck guy. He's the metal guy.
Okay.
He has 7-string, 8-string, baritone kind of stuff. I'm more like the clean, ambient, arpeggio guy. That provides, spacey kind of thing, that kind of elements in the music.
So like you're the sweet and Howard's the sour, right?
I'm like the nitty gritty, the dirt.
The greedy, yeah.
Yeah.
I told you, I heard ones and zeros, so apparently Howard's responsible for that portion of the
he's
programming.
responsible for that. Yeah.
I'm responsible the first and second fret. That's it. Yeah.
And the 12th fret as well.
And the 12th
very
fret.
important.
Sometimes the 12th and the 24th frets. Yes.
Okay, I'm back.
Way.
I'm not sure what happened, but
Yeah.
I'm
Looks
back.
like you're still being recorded. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still it runs continuously. It's so as long as the browser is up and I get back into the studio. It kinda
Okay.
just
Got it.
picks up. So whatever
Yeah.
you guys said while I was gone. I'll hear it.
Yeah. Sick.
Anywho, so hopefully, wow, this says 2% uploading. This is hold on, let me try something else before we get too far into this, because I know. Oh, you know what? I think my VPN is fucking with me.
Oh, that's probably why.
Let me see if this works. Switch over.
No problem. Yeah, no, it happens. Tech issues happen all the time with us.
Just like in our shows.
Yeah, just like every time before our show.
Yeah.
Perhaps during our show.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Hopefully not during our show. I don't think in Texas we're gonna have situations where my laptop is blown off, though.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
Really?
I'm
But
like,
we're not playing
I don't
outdoors.
think. Yeah, I'm like, there's no way we'll get like 30 miles per hour wind gust in the venue.
Because the venues is blowing my fucking laptop off. Yeah. Yeah, there's just no fucking way.
I can hear the guitar.
Yeah, because that's where I'm pointing my mic to. First fret. I couldn't play the first fret, though. I can play open string. Well, I think I should go make a second cup of coffee before he comes back.
Go for it.
Kind of lazy.
What is that?
Oh, did you hear the song?
Yeah.
Oh, you hear the music in the background?
Yeah.
That's for my kid.
What is that? Like, what?
No, just like songs that help her sleep, or just like.
Okay, we're back. Thank you for that brief moment of pause there. I apologize. My computer had a heart attack.
It's all right. It happens to mine.
All right, so we're recording at 99% now versus 2, so that's progress. Before my computer decided to have a heart attack, we were talking about who plays what, and I wanted to ask who's not here. Who else is a part of the band? What do they do? How big is the band? Do just like a little bio about the band.
Yeah. Well, so the core band consists of like the 4 of us. The 2 of us are right here, 2 guitarists, right? And then we also have a drummer, Pierre. His name is Pierre, and then he and I are the 2 people who founded this band first. And then we also have an Erhu player. Erhu is basically kind of like a Chinese violin with 2 strings.
Erhu, that's what it is.
Okay. Oh, you nailed the pronunciation. You nailed it on the get-go. Oh my god.
Yeah, I looked it up. I told my kid about it because I think I mentioned we were playing it in the car, and she's very into the Pacific Asian area right now. Obviously with K-pop, I have some qualms about it, but at the same time, I can't really talk bad about it, because I mean it's good. So when I told her about you guys and played it in the car, she was like, "Oh, I like this. What is that thing that she's got?" I was like, "I think it's I think I called it a Erhu first."
Yeah.
And then I went and looked it up, but I think that's pretty neat. But I'm sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to
no problem. No. Yeah. That's good. That's good. That's good story. No, but like, so we have another player who plays the Erhu. Her name is Chi. So basically, like, the core band is like the 4 of us, but sometimes we'll have like other friends of ours who will join the stage with us. Like, for example, P.H.0, who happens to be our modular synths player, sometimes guitarist, 3rd guitarist, and sometimes in very rare cases. And we also have our bassist, who is currently not with us in this country.
Oh, where are they at?
No, the bassist is back in China.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's kind of have his, I would say, like sabbatical, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't know when he's gonna be back, but
Wow,
yeah.
like are they?
I put it in a very mysterious way. That kind of makes people
like
thinking, right? Yeah.
Let me just ask this: is he free to leave the country when he wants?
Kind of.
Kind of, maybe. Sometimes having an answer and having no answer is an answer on its own.
Sure.
But, yeah.
Okay. We'll just keep. Okay. I hope he's bassist. Not
We'll
here.
we'll be happy if he's
Yeah.
Well, my laptop will be happy if he's back.
Yeah.
Because right now he exists in the form of a backing track.
I got you. You. Well, that's the good thing. I mean, so does he? Whenever you guys are creating music, do you guys send him over the files and he tracks his and sends it back?
Not really for
Not really.
our current songs. We're just using sample library for the bass at the moment. Yeah.
Got it. Got it. So, how long have you guys been in New York?
Well, for me, I've moved to New York in 2019. So I've been here for like, what's the math here? 7 years? Is that 7 years? I think 7 years. I think Jun, when did you come?
Pierre and I came here in 22 in September.
20. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think like Chi came in the same year with me. I think Chi also came in 2019. But we didn't know her until like 2022.
Ah, okay. Well, how did I guess how did the current lineup that we see today, or that we're gonna see in South by, like how long has that been a complete?
So Pierre and I started like the band like before it was like this band, and around I think like 2020 during the pandemic, because he was still in college at the time, and I was in New York, and he had this like project basically saying that, hey, so I had a demo. So I want to send it to you so we can just like play around with it and see what happens. And then after a week, like we just like finished like an entire EP. So that's kind of like the first P.H.0 EP, like right now on Spotify, like the very, very first one in 2021 or 2022, I think. And after Pierre said that he's going to come to New York in 2022, the both of us just decided, hey, so I mean, we are here in the city already. We might as well make this into like a real thing. With like real people, like playing like real music and like playing on stages instead of just being like instead of like having everything online. And so that is kind of like I think that's kind of when Jun and Pierre met, right?
Yeah, we met like a little bit earlier before we came to New York because we were interning for the same game company. We were doing game music for them.
Oh.
And then we met there, and then we realized when we were chatting in the group chat that we were both going to NYU for the same program in the same year. So we decided, you know what, we're going to move here together, live as roommates. And then that's when he told me about the band P.H.0, about Howard, and that's how we connected, basically.
Yeah.
So did I hear that right? You guys are going to NYU for gaming music or music gaming? Sorry.
We were interning for a game music company, but we were going to NYU for music technology. All three of us, Howard, Pierre, and I, we all went to the same program.
So you all are graduates of the NYU music program?
Yeah. And the funny thing is that Jun and I were actually in the same class, but that was like during the pandemic and it was like remote. So I recognized the name, but I never know like what he looked like. I didn't know this person existed.
Because I didn't turn my camera on. That's probably
You never turn your camera on. You never turn your camera on. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Yeah.
But you did though. You did though. That's why I recognize you. But you don't recognize me.
Yeah. And then and one day he just showed up at Pierre's apartment together. It was like, wait, did I know you?
Yeah. Oh, so at that point in time when he showed up to Pierre's apartment, you'd never seen him, but you heard him, obviously, because you're in the same remote class.
I saw his name, like his fucking name, on like that Zoom thing.
But I could just imagine you've heard this entity, this faceless voice for however long in class, and then you hear it in your friend's apartment. I would think that'd be like am I hearing this right? Is this the same guy? Jun?
Right. Yeah. Right, exactly. Yeah.
Man, that's wow. Small world. That's cool. So I'm just curious. What was the program like at NYU? Because I have met a lot of people that go the Berkeley route, but I'm not as informed as I guess I should be about the NYU music program.
Yeah. Well, we do have a lot of leftovers from Berkeley. I don't,
Yeah.
I don't think that's the right word to use. It. No, I can say it because our modular synths player, he's from Berkeley.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes. Sorry, Berkeley. Yeah. No, but like we do have a lot of people from Berkeley, I think. Yeah. And then,
Okay.
but like our program is, I guess it depends on which programs like they go to in Berkeley, because our program is more like tech orientated. It's more like music tech, so like it has a lot of like components that deal with like music technology, like recording, production. At least that's kind of like the areas that we are in. But also other people like take classes about like, let's say, like immersive audio. They take classes about like what AI music. Ugh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You.
Yeah.
So, if you don't mind me asking, like, what did you guys? What was your field of study? What did you guys for like production or engineering or software?
I was kind of like all over the place.
Okay.
Because the thing about this program is that it offers so many different routes that you can go down.
Oh, so
you
it's
can
not
study.
just
Yeah,
focused
it's not
on. I got you.
exactly like you can choose. Basically, there is a list of mandatory classes that you have to take, but after that, you can pretty much do whatever you want to do. So there are like digital signal processing classes, 3D audio, immersive audio. You can do game composing, game music, film music, which is what I did. But you can also do audio engineering, recording, mastering. You can even do like AI music, yeah. Generative music, that's also a thing. So yeah, there were a lot of choices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, we're not being paid by NYU to say this, so just want to make sure of that. Yeah. We're not affiliated with them anymore. Even though I have that piece of paper right behind this desktop I'm speaking to. Yeah. Are you okay, Ryan?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like mid sip. We are not paid by NYU. It just. Oh man.
Yeah, but I think that's the reason that we engineer like everything ourselves. Like Jun was in charge like completely of like the like mixing like our works and all stuff. So like we save a lot of money in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The money that we save, they all went to NYU.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. It's kind of like a down payment.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Man, well that's great. That's interesting. I know that NYU is a great college. I just never really had the opportunity to talk to somebody that actually attended there. Like I said, it's typically Berkeley that gets the that gets noticed for, like, because that's more like I have my instrument, I'm going to learn how to play it really fucking well, versus where you guys are like, I can play instruments, but I also want to do everything, involved in the music making process. Do I have that right?
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
we also want to take a look at music, not just from like the side, like the technology perspective, but also from like cultural perspective, right? So how do we use like the existing technology or technology of today to kind of like not just reinterpret, but also kind of redefine like the music that we grew up as a culture, like we grow up listening to, the
Right.
stuff that we listened to since we were a kid, and how do we just like kind of translate that love for every kind of music that we grew up listening to, grew up loving, into something that is cohesively and uniquely ours. That's kind of basically what we're working on, I guess, in a grander term.
Man, well, that I think that sums it up very well, and I think that you guys have done a really good job so far, just from my perspective.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
I'm just a guy that likes music. I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm also not sponsored by NYU, so
My headphone.
But he lost his headphones. That's okay. There we go. But let's get into the music now. So like you said, you guys have a little bit different of a sound. I know that I think your latest track out now is Gore, if I'm correct, right?
Yes, that's right.
That is a very I like that song. Tell us first. I know because I've had my daughter. I remembered now. My daughter said, "Why is it P.H.0?" And I said,
Yeah,
I don't know, but I'll ask. I'm sure they've been asked 100 times, so I'll ask 101st.
Yeah. It has a very deep meaning. We thought of it for a very, very long time. So the reason is like P because remember, like the drummer and I started this band back in 2022,
Pierre,
and his name is Pierre, right? And my name is Howard.
Howard.
So P and H, and then
Okay.
0. 0 as
Wow,
in like
so
the
deep.
yeah. The most like we're like science nerds, so like in chemistry, like P.H.0 is like the most like
most acidic.
most acidic that you can get.
Correct.
So and we were like when we first started like the project like online, like we want to do a lot of like kind of like acid rock, like acid in terms of like electronic music.
Ah.
Yeah, like that subgenre of music, but then
Yeah.
it just kind of slowly transformed into what we're doing now. So yeah, that's the lore of the name.
Well, also, I mean, I am a pool service trainer and I deal with acid all day long, and I have to explain to people like what a pH scale is, like from 0 to 14. So whenever I kind of dug into it, I was like, oh,
Hey,
we have something in common.
exactly,
Yeah.
you nailed
There
it.
you go.
So for those that don't know, there's a pH scale. It's linear. It goes from 0 to 14. 0 is very, very caustic, will eat literally anything, and then 14 is basic. So when you're walking around your convenience store or you're walking around your grocery store and you see that high alkaline and it's like 9.5 pH, that's kind of what it's chemistry, guys. It's chemistry. Come on.
Science.
Yes.
Science.
You know? Bill Nye. Bill, for everybody that's my age,
go watch Bill Nye.
Go and yeah, you can still watch it. It's still relevant. It's still
I watched
science.
the Chinese version. Yeah. No, it was being played like because I grew up in Taiwan. It was being played in I think on Disney Channel, and then it was just like
I could see that.
Yeah. So
Cool,
yeah.
man. All right. Well, all right. So now that we know the lore of PH0, that it started with acidic type sounds, which has morphed into today's music, such as gore. Why the shift? Is it just something that you guys decided to change? Like you weren't really into, I guess, the way it started, and you're like, well, let's just go this way. Like, what were some of the influences that got you to where you're at today?
Yeah, because I think at first, like the very first EP that Pierre and I worked on was like very kind of cyberpunk inspired. Like it's like straight up like a homage to like the Cyberpunk 2077 game soundtrack, basically. So like a lot of the song like kind of was inspired by that, and also like the Mick Gordon's Doom soundtrack. Ooh. It has a lot of influence like that. But when Jun and Chi-Chi joined the band, right? So actually, because like when we first started as like a real band, there was actually like a full-time modular synth player who played like the synth live. So when after he joined, and we were thinking like, so we already have something so like technocratic, something so like kind of futuristic in a way. We want to have something, you know, kind of traditional or ancient to kind of ground us, basically, to kind of have that contrast.
Gotcha.
So that's why we got Chi-Chi to play the Erhu, and that's kind of when the sound, I guess, like started to transform, because like we have like, you know, all of us come from drastically different musical backgrounds. Like we listen to all different kinds of music, and we were trained differently. Like and then we just kind of combine all of our experience together in our songs, and then just kind of like slowly, I guess, like organically, like, is that the right word, Jim? Like organically.
Yeah, we're trying to do it as organically as possible, because honestly, our musical backgrounds are usually too different to like fuse it into something that makes sense. And that's something that we've been trying, and hopefully it's working well.
Hopefully.
Hopefully,
yeah, hopefully.
Well, I mean, it worked good enough to get the attention of NPR Tiny Desk, which for those that don't know, I love the Tiny Desk. There have been some amazing performances behind that Tiny Desk, and there's some really, really good talent that you guys are now, you know, a part of that lineage, you know. I'm just curious, just because I listen to NPR basically every day. How did that come about? Did they get a hold of you? Did you guys submit?
How did NPR happen?
We submitted that, right? Because well, before that, we were doing like an intimate live session for a program called Homegrown. They're basically like, they're actually pretty similar to NPR Tiny Desk Concert. Like, we are a metal band. We usually play on, you know, venues, stage, heavy guitars and chucks and riffs, right? But like the style that they do, they have more songwriters, more R&B stuff, pop stuff. So it's not very common for them to have a metal band like us. So we were like, you know, if we want to preserve the core of our music, but also somehow fit the style of the show, we have to like do a little rearrangement of our song Yeah, which is what we did for Homegrown. And they shoot a video, we recorded everything and put it together. And then we saw this Tiny Desk the Tiny Desk contest, right? And we were like, you know what? We have exactly what's needed to submit to the contest. We already have it. We did it for the previous show, so we were like, let's go, let's do it. But we didn't expect to be selected. But
Not at all.
there you go, not at all. It was quite a surprise.
It was really quite a surprise.
That's I think that that's great that you guys saw a challenge and you're like, well, let's change this up a little bit to kind of fit this, this thing. And then, it turns out that it worked. And I think that just shows the versatility of musicians as a whole, how you can have this one sound, but you can just tweak a few things and do a little something different over here, and it's a completely different song or a completely different feeling. So
yeah, we actually improvised the whole thing, I think, right?
What's that?
We improvised the new arrangement on the spot.
Oh, right,
we
did. Yeah. We did like a I think we did a little arrangement. I think we kind of did like an outline, basically. We kind of knew like what we're gonna do, but like we didn't know what exactly we're gonna do. So we just kind of like, well,
every take is kind of different.
Yeah, every take is like I think you mixed it, right? I think every take was like different.
Yeah, we rehearsed maybe once, and then we just went for it.
Yeah, went for it. Yeah.
So it was almost like a live jazz session, just kind of just feeling off the whatever's happening in the room. Like, okay, yeah, I'll follow that lead, or I'll maybe a little more percussion. That's neat. That's really cool. So speaking of live shows and your set, when do we expect you guys down here for South by, and where are you guys playing?
So we're gonna play at on the east side. I forgot the name of the venue, but
Stargazer.
Stargazer. I think we're playing Stargazer on the 14th. I think that's gonna happen in the early afternoon. But after that, we're gonna play not Valhalla, the 13th floor. Is that what it's called?
13th floor. Yep.
The 13th floor on the 16th, the Monday.
Okay.
And then we're also gonna play Valhalla the very next day on the 17th.
Very good spaces.
Yeah, I heard really good things about the spaces. I heard they're like really good. The vibes are great. The people are great.
Oh yeah. Valhalla, the 13th floor, Stargazer. Those are all smaller set venues where our locals go and
nice.
Grind and play and sweat, and so it's great that you're going to be able to come down here and hit three small venues that the locals get after every weekend.
Yeah, I want to make a trip worth it,
Yeah. Do you guys have any plans outside of is there anything that you've identified, like we have to do this or we have to go somewhere? Usually it's a food truck or a food place when you come to Austin. Yeah, barbecue, obviously.
For sure.
Have you guys made any like, we're definitely going to go here? Okay, I don't care what Howard says, like we're going here.
Not really, actually, because like I only went to Austin like once, but it was like I think it was like 4 years ago. So like I had no idea like what the scene looked like. I remember it's a really beautiful city.
Yes,
that's all I remember. And then I just need some local recommendations for barbecue.
We have plenty. We have plenty of. Yeah,
I like a healthy competition.
We even have Michelin star rated food trucks down here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like Michelin? It's like Michelin priced, or is it like a?
I have yet to visit to see what the pricing is, but from what I've been told, it's not what you would expect. To like, oh my God, it's $200 for a little barbecue taco.
Yeah.
But obviously, if it's Michelin star rated, you're going to pay a premium. So, but yeah, if you're into food, this is definitely one of the places. I mean, I think in the whole country, but I think every major metropolitan area has its own food culture. I mean, New York, like I think New York's food culture. It doesn't shame Austin's, but it's just, I personally think it would be more diverse. In terms of what's out there, but we have a a fair amount of food trucks and a fair amount of places that I love to frequent. So after this, I'll give you some recommendations.
Yeah, we're gonna be there for like 5 or 6 days, so plenty of time to savor the food.
You need to eat
a lot,
so
definitely.
So I guess we'll kind of start to wind down the episode here, but I want to ask, is there anything that you're going to try to do different coming here, or is it going basically what have you guys prepared for us whenever you guys come here?
What do we prepare for them?
Is it just the same old show, right? Or are we going to improvise?
I hope my laptop doesn't improvise.
Yeah.
That's the scary part. Yeah, what you were going to say?
All of a sudden, the backing tracks
we
just
were
disappear.
we were thinking about adding potential some new tracks into the live sets.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been practicing it.
Yeah,
it's really hard to play.
Yeah,
and I'm not sure if we're gonna be ready for it in live.
Yeah, but
so
we are writing some new tracks.
So essentially, you're coming down here with the safe, not the safe songs, but the songs that you know that you can deliver a good show with.
I think so, and especially considering this is like our first time visiting Austin or visiting Texas as a state. So like we want to bring the best, and then we want to bring, I think like what will really, like the songs that truly define us, like define who we are right now. And then I think those like the songs that we pick for that set like perfectly encapsulate who we are as not just musician artists, but also as people, and just kind of like speak to a lot of like the stuff like we found in our culture that we would like to share with everyone here in Austin.
Well, if you can you go into that a little bit? Like the songs that you choose that like you said, define who we are. What songs are those, and what defines, P.H.0? How does that work?
Yeah. I guess like because like for every set, like we play the song called Vanity. That's the only song where we have a music video for. And and that is also like the opening track for our debut album Karma. Okay. And the reason that like is it related to your question is like the whole reason that we put that song as the first track of the album is kind of like because that song is kind of like the perfect introduction to the sound of P.H.0.
Oh, okay.
It's like cyberpunk is like metal, but it's also electronic. Like it has synthwave elements in there, but it also has a shit ton of Chinese Erhu in there. Like it's a perfect blend of traditional and futuristic. It's a perfect blend of the kind of music that we grew up listening to in our culture, but also like the kind of stuff that we love from like Western music, like metal, rock, punk, and stuff like that. It's just like a perfect combination of all four of us, our musical background, our cultural background. And then so conceptually, like our song Yeah, which happens to be the song featured on NPR Tiny Desk, will be I guess like a more appropriate song that encapsulates the concept of the album Karma. Because Yeah is basically the Chinese pronunciation of the word karma.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah. A lot of people confuse it with Kanye West, but anyway.
You're like, no, guys, this is Chinese karma. This is not Chinese Kanye, okay?
No, not Chinese Kanye. No, Chinese. It's Chinese karma. All start with a K, but different words. But
right.
Yeah, but but like all these songs kind of like I guess encapsulates different parts of us, whether it's like different part, like encapsulate the concept of an album, like what we're trying to tell, like the story that we're trying to tell through an album, or just like our story, like story of us as musicians, as people through the song Vanity. And especially like you were talking about earlier, Gore was also another song that, we're going to play, but it also kind of talks about, like the struggles that we, trying to overcome, and like the realization that, hey, like we might actually we're actually able to overcome all the different cultural differences, all that, and make peace with ourselves, blah blah blah, yada yada. But basically it's just like the whole set is just about who we are, and we would like to share that with the people here.
That's wild. I thank you for sharing that with me. That's
no, thank you for asking. Yeah.
No, yeah, I think it's important that music is subjective, right? It either you like it or you don't, or you kind of like it. But getting to know the understanding and the true meaning that we made this music because of. And I've talked to bands that made music because, excuse me, they saw something on TV and they're like, that'd be funny to write a song about, and then they wrote it. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, we have bands like yourself and the thousands and tens of thousands of other bands out there that write music, from in here and, try to tell a story and paint a picture. So I think that's really cool because the better that the people can understand the purpose of the music, then they can really start to get, into it. I don't know. I just feel like it adds another layer of love if you kind of get the whole picture. So
I absolutely agree.
I think that's great that you guys are really, kind of owning that and saying, look, here's an instrument from from where we're from. Maybe you might like it. And I'll tell you, like I was telling you earlier today, while I was doing some like pre-production stuff and drafting some emails for my company, I just had your music playing in the background, and it was so. I kind of stepped back because I forget what song I landed on, where it was just some heavy fucking riffs. Let's see, where did I stop off? Ascension. That's where I stopped at.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's a dangerous song to listen to while you're driving on a highway.
I'll tell you
faster.
what, that's probably good music for here in Texas. We have traffic
Nice.
probably equally as bad as New York City, but
Hopefully not as bad.
I heard that you guys now have like it's almost like a toll tax to go into the city, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, we do. I think it's
there's a
called
congestion fee.
Congestion, yeah.
Congestion fee. That's right. I remember. So we have 2 highways. We have many problems with our highways down here. You would think Texas being as big as it is that we could we could build a road. We can't build roads. We have I-35, which is always under construction, and you will get to know it very well while you're here.
Oof.
So I-35 is the main highway that runs north to south, right through Austin. It has kind of this shitty history where, the west side of Austin became the more affluent side, and just a little history for those that don't know. I-35 was built, and they have the east side and the west side, and the east side is the the black and brown community, and over on the west side it's it's everybody with pools and shit. So there's actually a huge development going on where they're going to, because we have like an upper deck and a lower deck. They're going to get rid of the upper deck, and they're going to make this hopefully really cool fucking space, but it's at the expense of local businesses. I mean, it's very contentious, but it's like a decades long project. And then another lovely road to be stuck on is called MOPAC, MOPAC. And there is actually a Twitter account, if I'm not mistaken, called Evil MOPAC that always you ever see like Wendy's like just shitting on people online?
Right, yeah.
That's so basically whoever runs this account is acting as the highway, just trash talking everybody. So it's really cool that we have like, a road that has its own,
personality, a road that swears. Oh yeah.
But that's Austin. Our catchphrase is, keep Austin weird. And so
I like that.
There's a lot of weird shit here. But there's a lot of weirdos, but weirdos, we're cool weirdos. So I'm really happy that you guys are gonna get down here and entertain us, and hopefully that you guys have good crowds, and I hope that this helps in some way. I will definitely try to make it down. Probably either to the 13th floor of Valhalla. I think that might line up with my work schedule. But if not,
just let us know. Like we'll do our best to get you like a guest ticket so you don't have to pay for it.
Oh no, and I greatly appreciate that. But I mean, if it takes $10 or $20 to get in, it's definitely because it's going towards something good. But I appreciate that. But I will take a T-shirt. No.
Yes, you will take a T-shirt.
You will get a T-shirt for sure.
And you will take a beer from me.
Yeah, you got it, man. So last thing, I forgot to ask, Jun. You said you're more the clean, right? You're the arpeggios, the picking. Why that? Why not the nasty stuff that Howard? Like, I guess why the split?
Yeah, Jun, why the fuck not?
Yeah.
I
want
I
the
do.
burial riffs right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so before I joined P.H.0, I was playing in a post-rock band back in China.
Okay.
And I was listening to a lot of post-rock stuff when I was in college. That's all I was into. All the clean riffs, all the crazy reverbs and delays. And we
all
did
the panic chords.
Yeah, and we did a few EPs, a full album for that band, and that's my major musical influence. So yeah, that's just what I was listening to, what I was being influenced by. And when I joined P.H.0, I mean, at the very first, like the first EP sounds very cyberpunky and very atmospheric as well. So I'm like, okay, I think what I usually do back in the days might actually fit into what we're doing. So we that's what we try. On songs like Vanity, on songs like Yeah, including Gore, we all have a lot of clean ambient guitar things in there, and then I think it adds a nice layer into our music.
It does.
Yeah.
It
But
really does.
I definitely want to get into the heavier things because since I joined this band, I started listening to a lot more metal,
Yeah.
a lot more than I used to.
Welcome
So-
to the club, June.
so-
It's
to
a
the
good club to
community.
be in.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so get ready to get some ones and zeros from me. Maybe some
Yeah.
12s too.
And maybe I'll start playing some atmospheric stuff
Yeah.
with a swap
I mean,
roles.
yeah, just one song,
Switcheroo.
just one song, just do the switcheroo, just hand each other's guitars to each other. Like, all right, we're gonna do this.
We actually did that.
We used to do
once.
that in 2022.
Yeah,
I
we
think.
used to do that. Actually.
really?
Yeah, because
Oh,
we
that's
have
cool.
we have a techno track, and I think you were playing the riff
Yeah.
on that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Nice.
did it one before.
It was way back.
Way back, yeah, and then we stopped doing that ever since. Yeah.
Somebody in the transition, it got out of tuning. You're like, what the? Oh my god! You're like looking at
Yeah.
your pedal, but you're like, oh no. Well, that's cool, man. That's really neat. I greatly appreciate the time and the stories for today, and
Well, thank you so
I
much
wish
for
you
having
guys-
us.
I wish you guys nothing but the best on your trip down here. Are you guys driving or are you flying?
We're flying,
flying.
but
Okay.
we're also getting a rental, basically.
Yeah.
So we have
Yeah.
to transport things around. Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, I would say. I mean, if you guys want, you can send me an email after this if you're curious about something, or if you want to figure out how to get somewhere, because South by down here is, it is. It's not what it used to be. It's more it's more tech.
Yeah, I heard.
And
Tech bros.
it's kind of like it's lost its not its soul. I don't want to go that far, but it definitely has taken a beating on the music side.
Yeah.
And I, being here for I've been here since 2012, but I've been in the music industry scene for better part of 11 years.
Yeah.
And I've never been to a South by ever.
Mhm.
I know that sounds ridiculous coming from me, but I just never, I've never just, because to get a badge, it's, oh my God, like,
Yeah, the badge is
$1,500.
crazy expensive.
It's crazy expensive. Yeah.
I'm sure there's very affordable means to get in and out of South by to catch a couple sets or something. I'll figure it out, but I don't know. I've never really been in that position or not in the position, just in the mindset to like, I need to go to South by. But I think maybe this is the year. Maybe this is the year that I'll
Hopefully.
get down there. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll love to see you.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
we'll absolutely love to see you there.
Yeah, and again, and any time that I interview somebody, not from here, if they are, making the trip to come play music in the town that I call home, I do always try to make my best effort to come see you guys.
I really appreciate that.
Fingers crossed. I got 3 chances. I mean, even if not, you're here for a week, so maybe we can
We can
link
catch
at
up
a
at-
food, we can link up at a
literally.
food truck or something.
Yeah, that would be great.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that sounds great.
we'll figure something out. As we get out of here, any final shout outs, any thank yous, or anything that we might have missed?
Well, at least for me, I guess thank you so much for having us. And then like the the fact that like the music like ours I guess resonate with so many people that we didn't expect. Like we didn't expect like people will like react to our music like in such positive way and in such like scale like this. And then also like we got to play South by, and then we got to play a lot of like really high profile shows, at least to us, and then with our music. And then I still find that surprising today. And then like I'm like very grateful for every opportunity where we can share our music and just our story with anyone basically. So I'm really thankful for that.
Yeah. And shout out to all our crews.
Exactly.
Our sound engineer, Dong, P.H.0, who plays shows with us so much without getting paid. I mean, none of us is getting paid anyway.
Yeah,
so.
No, getting paid.
And
We don't get
Sam, our
paid.
manager. Yeah. So, yeah, we made a lot of friends along the way who are willing to help us unconditionally. And we don't take that for granted because, it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy to do this. And we're not necessarily getting financial reward for it at this point. But, I'm so happy that our music is resonating with people so much that they're willing to jump on board and take the ride with us. So that's really cool.
Yeah, man.
Essentially taking a bet on us, and then we don't want to disappoint them for sure, and then we just want to do our best and just keep writing and playing good music.
That's it. I think what you said, Jun, people supporting you unconditionally, I think that's a very good statement because, like, I know that we laugh about not getting paid and that's, for the figuratively speaking, paying our dues. And I've noticed that, some people, if they don't, oh, we didn't get paid $250 but this other band got paid $300. It's like, look, man, different time, different scenario, different place. Or, some people are like, hey, we got a 6-pack of Bud Light and fucking street tacos, like, success. But regardless, every band, even just people in general, need those people in your camp to support you, like you said, unconditionally, to where it's like, I need help, and then they step in and help in whatever shape, form, or fashion. And that, I think, is where we really progress as a society. I didn't mean to go this deep on this, but I think it is true that, in today's temperature, actually how we came to interact with each other was, we see that this administration is not quite doing things the way that it should be done.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some very, very bad things that have happened. And we'll just leave it at that. But the fact that you guys can bring your cultural aspect and blend it into music to where people like myself who are interested in that can enjoy it and can and can pass it along to other people and hopefully spread that message in music to where we can get even more people involved to just listen to something different, right? Just because it's different, just because it's different doesn't mean that it's bad. You just got to give it a chance. So
very well said. And if I can just give another shout out to Keith, who's the owner of this venue called Our Wicked Lady right here in Brooklyn. Okay. He's the guy who actually got us to play at his showcase at South by this year. So, like, basically this venue, Our Wicked Lady, was like the pillar of the independent music scene here in Brooklyn. And it's gone, unfortunately, but like the team has already moved on to another venue doing other things. So like the spirit is still alive. But shout out to Keith. Thank you so much for getting us here.
Yeah. Thank you, Keith. Thanks for doing whatever you're doing to support local music in your area. Well, I guess with that said, we'll finish up here. I'll just just stick around for a little bit and let everything do its magic in the background. But again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for sticking around. Again, my name is Ryan. This is the ATX Metal Podcast. This is Howard and Jun from P.H.0 out of Brooklyn, New York. Right? Is that right? And they will be down here playing at Stargazer, at Valhalla, and the 13th floor. So three chances to see them down here in South by, and possibly at a food truck or two. But until that time, guys, thank you very much for your time today. I really appreciate it. Means a lot to me. I'll try to support you guys however I can.
Thank you.
And hopefully get to see you out in the streets on a stage somewhere playing Erhu.
All right. Ones and zeros.
All right. Yeah, dude, that's it. Ones and zeros.
Yeah, ones and zeros. Yes.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.